ebiz.com Private Limited, a vision to reality.
Hi friends, welcome back. In this session, we will study Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is widely used for making professional quality presentations in a variety of formats, including on-screen computer slideshows, black and white or color overheads, and 35mm slides. In addition, PowerPoint can be used as a drawing package for preparing pictures, forms, posters, and leaflets. These are most important features of MS PowerPoint. Visual presentations, on-screen presentations and web presentations, overheads and printouts, audience handouts, speakers' notes. Now let's start the learning session. To open PowerPoint, go to the Start menu. Select Programs from the Start menu and finally Microsoft PowerPoint. It opens a screen where you will have to enter the information to design your first slide. Main screen. The main part of the screen is divided into 3 sections. On the left, slide miniatures appear. It allows you to see the current slide in its context. The central section shows the current slide. The right is the task pane. At the top of the screen are the usual menus and toolbars, with the drawing toolbar appearing at the foot of the window. We will design a 6-slide presentation to start with. Make sure that the information on the slide is clearly readable and has only required text. The first slide has the layout of a title slide. Usually we start a presentation with the title slide, though you don't have to. The layout has 2 boxes with a dotted frame. These boxes are called the placeholders. Now, click to add the title to activate the top main title placeholder. Type IT Services or your own title. Note that the default font is Arial. Sans serif fonts are recommended for good accessibility. Click on the lower placeholder, click to add subtitle and type computer training or your own subtitle for that matter. Click below the placeholder to finish the editing of the text. I told you in our last session of MS Word to save a file. The same way, save your file to My Documents, which is the default location for saving your files. You can either go to File to save your file or press Ctrl+S to save that file. To add a new slide, click on the New Slide button. The new slide appears in a different layout from the first, and the task pane on the right changes to slide layout. You can see there are a number of different slide layouts, the default being a text layout called a title and text. There's no need to change this. Click on Title placeholder, where it says click to add title and type introduction. Click in the text placeholder where it says click to add text to activate it. Type in the following details, pressing enter after each bulleted item. Likewise, as you see here on the screen, different ways of learning, enter. Training material, enter. Training sessions, enter. And training topics, enter. To change the look, you can change the font, style, size, etc. according to your convenience. Let's change the bullet point character. Click on the line you want to change. Example, different ways of learning. Open the Format menu and select Bullets and Numbering. Various alternative bullet point characters are available, such as tick marks and squares. Choose the bullet character required. Example, the tick mark. Press enter or click on OK. We can add a picture also in a layout. The easiest way to do this is to choose a slide layout which includes a picture placeholder. The task pane should still be open with slide layout showing. If not, open the Format menu and choose Slide Layout. Microsoft Office provides its own set of clip art, which can be inserted into a slide very easily. Double-click to add clip art on the picture placeholder. The Select Picture window appears. It has many options to choose from. Type Training into the search text box, then press Enter or click on Go. Click on the picture you like best and then press Enter or click on OK. Your chosen clip art is inserted in the slide and the picture toolbar appears. You can also reposition, change the size and rotate the picture. To reposition the image, press the arrow keys or point inside the picture placeholder, then hold down the mouse button and drag it to the required position. To change the size, point to one of the white circle's border handles, as you can see on the monitor, around the picture with the mouse. Hold down the mouse button and drag the handle. The green circle can be used to rotate the picture. A slide design template can make your presentation look more professional. The default design uses black text on a white background. To see the different templates, click on the Design button. To the left of the new slide, or from the Format menu, choose the Slide Design. Click on a design that you like. Well, the default is to apply to all sides. Usually, all the slides will have the same design. But if your presentation is split into different sections, then you could consider using different designs for each section. That means for each section you can have a separate design of its own. Great. If you want to apply the design to a single slide, click on the down arrow, which appears on the right of each design, as you can see on the monitor, in the task pane, and select this option from the list which appears. Your first two slides should look something like this, slide 1 and slide 2. Create the new slides going from left to the right downwards, choosing the correct layout for each as you proceed. Slide 1, slide 2, and then finally slide 3, slide 4, slide 5, slide 6, slide so on and so forth. You can view your presentation while designing it. To switch between views, either open the View menu and choose one of the first 4 options, or click on the button you require at the bottom left of the PowerPoint window. A slide can be viewed in 3 different ways. The normal view shows the slides in miniature, the slide in full, and speaker's notes underneath. We can work on a slide. This is slide sorter view, shows a miniature of each slide in the current order. This slideshow plays the presentation on screen from the current slide. This is notes page, which gives you a view for more space for speaker's notes under the slide. Here, you can type up exactly what you plan to say for each slide. The notes actually then can be printed out, so you have them to consult while giving an actual presentation. For a reference. There are several ways to move between slides. When preparing a presentation in a normal view, click on the required slide miniature in the left-hand section of the screen. Use the scroll bar button on the right of the main display. Drag the indicator up or down. Use the double arrows between previous slide and next slide at the foot of the scroll bar. Press the page up and then page down keys. Use the up arrow and down arrow keys. Well, it's easiest to delete slides in slide sorter view. Slide sorter view is the most convenient, where you can actually delete the slides. Though you can also do so in normal view also. So there's not much of a difference. Select the slide you want to delete and press the delete key from the keyboard. If you want it back, then choose undo delete slide from the edit menu. Delete it. If you want it back, you'll always get it back, as it never goes in one go of deleting it. We have done that before also. Well, you can even change the order of the slides. Just drag the slide while holding left mouse button and release the mouse button where you want to position your slide. Apart from this, you can use cut, copy, paste command for slides as we did in MS Word module. In Notes page view, you can create notes that you can print out and use as a guide during your presentation. Once you are done with the designing of slides, you can run it as a slideshow. Click on slide 1 to ensure the show starts from the very beginning. Click on the slideshow button or use F5 slideshow from the view menu. To move forward on one slide, click the left mouse button or press enter. N, right arrow, down arrow or the space bar on the keyboard. To move back one slide, press the left arrow key or P or up arrow. You can get more navigation options through shortcut menu by clicking right on the screen. When you reach the end of the show, PowerPoint gives you a black end of slideshow screen. So, that was a small but an interesting journey towards creating a basic slideshow. You must have got some picture by now how people prepare presentations for their corporate, academic or any other requirement which requires a presentation. I'm quite sure with this you people will give excellent presentations, right? Now the journey further is far more interesting as we learn how to put animations into our presentation slides. PowerPoint gives you a wide selection of built-in animations, both when moving between one slide and next and within each slide. Instead of simply moving abruptly from one to another during a presentation, slide transitions allow slides to dissolve into each other using a variety of different special effects. These can make your on-screen presentations look even better and more professional. But don't get carried away. Check you are in normal view and that the first slide is selected. Open the first slideshow menu and choose slide transition. Choose blinds horizontal instead of no transition. As you select a transition, PowerPoint quickly shows you what it will look like on the miniature version on the slide. It also is possible to change the speed of the transition and add the audio to the presentation by clicking here as per the requirement. The button applies the same transition throughout your presentation. Using a standard transition is good for accessibility. Only choose something different for effect. To animate the bullets, click on a slide with a bulleted list on it. Example, slide 2. Choose animation schemes. From the slideshow menu, animations range from subtle to moderate to exciting. Some bring everything onto the slide at once. Example, fade in all, while others bring in the title and bullet points one by one. Example, fade one by one. Yet, others change the color of the text when the next item appears. Example, fade in and dim. As you select an animation, you are shown what it looks like. To see it again, click on play. You can set various animations for your slides from the list of animations. Choose something suitable. Default is for no animation. Click on the picture to select it. Click on the Add Effect button. Then from the sub-menu, choose Entrance and then one of the effects. More effects give more options. Click the Play button to check that the changes you have made look correct. To change the order of the animation, click on the object you want to change. And then use the appropriate Reorder button to move it up or down the list. Click on Play again to check the animation is now correct. And if it is, finally save your presentation, press Ctrl and S. Then run it from the slide, press F5. You can also set up exit effects. For example, you may want a placeholder to disappear from the slide. Well, this is done via the Add Effect submenu. Color schemes like slide masters play an important role in the PowerPoint and should always be used when developing more advanced presentations. The color schemes are a palette of 8 colors which are used for particular elements in your presentation. Example, background, text and hyperlinks. Rather than change a color for a particular element on one slide, you should reset it in the color scheme. It is then applied to all your slides. PowerPoint has several predefined color schemes, which are specially designed to give a palette of colors which work together to give clear and interesting presentation. You will find that different templates have different predefined color schemes. In the task pane, click on the down arrow and choose Slide Design Color Schemes. Try out the various schemes provided for the template you are using by clicking on them. Well, to remove them from a particular slide, use Slide Transition from Slideshow menu, then click on the slide and untick automatically. You can print any part of the presentation, the slides, notes and handouts for your audience. Go to the File menu, select Print if necessary, and at the same time specify the required print range and the numbers of copies that you want. You can select your options here. Slides prints one slide per page. Handouts lets you print several slides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 9. Note pages prints on a page containing the slide in miniature plus any extra notes you typed in. Outline view prints out just the text on the slides. Click on preview to check all is okay and then don't bother here, print it. Close the preview window. You have now designed your presentation successfully. If you want to save your presentation as a PowerPoint show, open a File menu and choose Save as Change, Save as Type to PowerPoint Show, *PPS. Then press Enter for Save. You have finished with this file and now go to the File menu and choose Close. The presentation closes down and you can start designing a new presentation. To exit PowerPoint, go to the File menu and close the application. Isn't it easy and simple, guys? Only few commands can make your presentation impressive and attractive. So get started with it. But if you are in any mood of further questions, go ahead and shoot, because I'm ready to answer them all.
Ma'am, what are the different views of a slide?
Well, PowerPoint has 5 different views, starting from Outline View, Normal View, Slide View, Slide Sorter View and Slideshow. Any further questions that need to be asked by you people, please feel free.
Ma'am, how can we give animation to any picture or text?
Well, there's a very simple way of going about it. What you do is, you right-click on the picture. After you have right-clicked on the picture, you choose Custom Animation. After Custom Animation, in Effect tab, you select Effect and then press OK. So friends, we've come at the end of the 4th module. I will definitely see you in the starting of the 5th module, which will be an equally entertaining lecture. But till then, goodbye and take care. Let's go on and study the MS Excel today. Any calculation performed in A1 will also be performed by B1, C1 and D1. First of all, move your cursor to cell A1 and type roll number. Then type marks in the subjects. Then move your cursor to B2 and enter maths. Select data range from B3 to D8 and press this button. Then a dialog box will appear. There are also possible operations like sorting data, filtering the data from data menu.